Show.
Hey, yo. Welcome to Monday. I hope your Monday went well. Told you you're going to make it, and you made it through. Just as I said. Told you would. Channel news, just real general stuff. Reminder to please vote for the Comic Book Community Awards. Your good friend Chonko is up for 3. And if you wanted to vote for me, I wouldn't be mad at you. And then, if you want to look at my video to see how I voted, I voted for mostly friends and channels that I really like. And I think you should do the same. I think you should vote for the channels you really enjoy. And if that doesn't mean me, well, that makes me sad. But you should vote for the channels you like. And definitely support your friends, too, because it does keep you going. I'll tell you what doesn't keep you going is, the past couple of weeks I made the top 10 challenge that Alan puts out, and nobody watches these videos. It takes a while to get these comics together and stuff and put those together, and nobody watches. So I don't know. I like to participate. I like to play along in the reindeer games, but I mean, if the people speak and they're just like, we are not entertained. That's fine. But anyway, so I had an idea for a video, and I figured I would do it. And I'm just going to show, I believe we counted out 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exactly on the button. Damn, Chonko. Math whiz. I'm not a math whiz. 10 comics that you almost never see. Some of these comics you might have never seen before, and there are a couple that I promise you won't see anywhere else. I know that's a bold statement, but you won't. Search the world over. It would be very unlikely. I mean, there's always a possibility somebody finds one, but you'll see what I mean when we get there. These are all Golden Age books. Every one of these is Golden Age, and which is a reason for their scarcity. It's not like something where I'm going to show you I got the sketch cover that no one else has. No, it's not like that. Just comics that are very, very scarce. Some of these are rare, and some of these are super rare ghost level comics that I'm going to show. Some of these are if you watch the channel, you've seen me show before, and some of these I don't show very often. So you're in for a treat. You're welcome. You're welcome. You ask for the treat, Chonko provides. You ask, Chonko provides. You, me, do, ba, ding. Right? That's how it goes. Nobody asked. Nobody asked for this. But still, Chonko provides. For your entertainment on a Monday night, Chonko provides. Chonko pop-up. Chonko pop-up. Chonko provides. Easy for you to say, Chonko. Let's get started. Shall we? So the first one is one that I saw Steven's show on Alan's channel. And I thought it was wild. I don't know how rare it actually is, but there are only 5 on the census. I had never seen it before, but then I went and looked for it, and I was able to find it. But it's something I had never seen otherwise. So there are only 5 graded copies of this. It's from 1950, and it's a Fox Publications weird cover called Life with Snarky Parker. And look at this insane fever dream of whatever the hell is going on there with these puppets. This was just so wild, I had to try to find it. And I don't blame you, if you go and look for this. I got this, it wasn't that expensive. I think it's because it's not in demand, but I think it's also because people don't know about it. Look how crazy that is, man. What is that? Is that a person in the horse suit or something? Is this guy gonna hit him? He's about to get hit? I don't know. But I thought it was weird and wild. and wonderful. And I got it. Again, there are only 5 graded copies of this. There are no recent sales like that you can track. Like almost nobody has this. So yeah, it is one of those things though. Could get lucky just like I did. Go on eBay and they might exist, and it was not expensive, and it's not in terrible shape. It's not great shape. It's a Golden Age comic, but it's this could probably be cleaned and pressed and wouldn't be so bad. But anyway, good old Life with Snarky Parker, whatever weirdo drugs they had in the early 50s to come up with that craziness. Good gravy. Second one is, it's a pretty classic Golden Age cover. This is one a lot of people will chase, but it's pretty hard to find. I bought this raw, and I sent it in, and it came back restored. So it has slight restoration. There are some tear seals to the cover, which I didn't detect, but obviously they did. This is Crime Mysteries number 4, and it is this crazy cover of, like, the scientist is draining her blood. My pretty one, they call me the mad scientist, but I will fool the whole world with this experiment. And yeah, he's, like, draining her blood. And the other thing is, this contains Frank Frazetta art. I think this has been misinterpreted as Frank Frazetta cover. It's not a Frazetta cover, I think, if you look at it. It's clearly not. But there are 34 on census, 33 blue labels. So the only one that's not a blue label is this one. So I might send this in and get the restoration removed. But yeah, hard comic to find, and if it's in any good shape, it's very expensive. But really, really cool exsanguination cover. Chonko. How many pennies is that word? It's a lot of them. A lot of pennies. A lot of pennies in that word. Then, some comics that are kind of hard to find are early Blue Beetles. So, this is Blue Beetle number 9 from 1941, and it's a bondage cover, and it's wild. Like, I don't know how this is not more, like, people are not chasing this. But there are 30 copies of this, graded, 29 blue labels, but Blue Beetle is, I don't know if he's supposed to be, like, in hell, and these are like demons, and he's body slamming them into the fire, and the girl in the red dress here, he's like the other demon's about to push her in. But yeah, Blue Beetle number 9, this is hard to find. Yeah, and anytime you start getting under 50 graded copies, a lot of times they can be pretty difficult to find. So yeah, this one doesn't come up that often. Then is a comic you've seen me show before. It's a comic I really, really am happy that I have. This is Shadow Comics version 2, so the second series of Shadow Comics, number 10, from Street and Smith. And this is, Shadow Comics number 10, skull cover, and this is a Crawley copy. So it's a Crawley pedigree. So there are 25 graded copies. 22 of those are blue labels. I got a little cheat sheet on the back, you can probably tell. But Crawley copies are the publisher at Fawcett used to keep 2 copies of rival companies. He would keep their comics as file copies, and he just kept them on file to study and refer to and whatever. So they're competitors. He was just watching out for them, and those are the Crawley copies. So this is a Crawley pedigree, and I think it's the highest graded Crawley pedigree for this comic too. So really cool skull cover, one of my favorite covers. I absolutely love this. It's creepy and weird and shadowy, and yeah, if you like skull covers, this is one you chase for skull covers. But very difficult to find, and yeah, happy to have that. Then is this one. This one's called Blue Ribbon Comics number 18. And I had never seen this before when I got it. I bought this from Stray Flexin, Yaniv. And this is Blue Ribbon Comics number 18. And it's this weird, crazy villain and Captain Flag and a Great Black Hand are going after the villains. And this one is, there are 18 CGC copies graded, and there are 3 CBCS. I say that because this is a CBCS copy. So 21 total on census. And yeah, it doesn't come up very often. Very, very uncommon comic book. Then we're going to start to get into, less and less common. These are going to go more rare as we go on. But this one is from 1951. It's White Rider and Super Horse. It's a Western, but it's an L.B. Cole cover. White Rider and Super Horse number 6 from Star Publications. Star, I believe, was L.B. Cole's label. He owned that, and a lot of his comics came out in that. And actually, this was a gift from Dope Comics. Everybody check out Dope Comics. He sent this to me as an AOK, and it's a fantastic AOK. But there are 18 graded copies, 17 blue labels of this, so we're starting to get really, really rare. I have never seen this other than the one that I have. I've never seen this come up for auction. I have never seen anybody post about this or show this in a video ever. So this is where we're starting to get into really less and less common kind of stuff. But classic L.B. Cole colors, and really, really, obviously L.B. Cole as soon as you see it. It's just really cool, really cool. Then a title that a lot of people don't collect. It's kind of like a detective comic called Ken Shannon. Some people are aware of that, but this is Ken Shannon number 7, which is from 1952, and it kind of blends the detective comic with kind of this pre-code horror. It's Strange Tale of Fear Tale and the ugliest man in the world. But look at this kind of red dress, the weirdo monster-looking dude, and Ken Shannon coming in the back, firing his gun in the air for some reason. But yeah, I have never seen this one come up either. And there are 17 graded copies, 16 blue labels on the census. So yeah, getting less and less common. But if you look at the Ken Shannon series, most of the covers are not very good. But I think this is the best Ken Shannon cover I have seen. And I think it's amazing. So, yeah. Reed Campbell cover and art. And then we get into the really kind of ghost level comics that I have. And you've seen me show these before. If you haven't, then you'll prepare. You're going to be like, "Whoa, Chonko, no! It's too rare, I can't handle it." Your head blows up. Please don't let your head blow up when I show these. All 3 of these are Brazilian comics that they reprint pre-code American comics, but in Portuguese and with new covers by a specific artist named Jaime Cortez from Mexico. And he does these wild painted covers. All of these things are very, very rare. And some of them, like I said, are ghost level. So this is Otero Negro number 70. And this is from 1955. Reprinting this magazine is Haunted number 4. But the Jaime Cortez cover. And it is this. This is this crazy painted witches cover. And they're boiling some dude in the bones. And this is a 1 of 2. There are 2 graded copies and only 2 known copies. So, and I know the person who has the other one. He's a guy named International Comics on Instagram. So he's got the other one, and I got this one. And again, these are the only 2 known copies. There might be some copies in Brazil or something, maybe locked away in somebody's collection, but this is a very, very rare comic. These Otero Negros, if you find them, a lot of times they're very expensive. And for some of them, there are very few on the census. always like less than 5 or something. So yeah, this is badass. And then another one is Otero Negro number 41. Same thing, Brazilian comic. This reprints Hand of Fate number 19 and Eerie number 10 stories. And again, it's the Jaime Cortez covers. This is a 4.0 restored with slight to moderate restoration. And it's this wild bananas cover with the dude with the hypodermic needle and the smoke and these like wizards or whatever they are, liches or whatever the hell they are in the back. And this is the only known copy. It's a 1 of 1, only one on census is this restored copy. So again, this might be something where somebody discovers one at some point, but being from Brazil, it's not likely. It's possible, it's not likely, but this might be the only time you ever see this comic. Is good old Chonko showing it to you. Yeah, 1 of 1. And Otero Negro number 49. It reprints a Weird Worlds number 5 story. And it's Jaime Cortez cover. This is from 1954. It's also restored with a small amount of glue on the cover. So this restoration could be removed if I cared enough about it to do it, but I'm not doing that. But it is this crazy Dracula cover, painted cover by the great Jaime Cortez. And again, this is the only one. It's the only known copy. It's the only one graded. It's the only one that we know of. And like, if you see, like, there are no sales of these. Like, other than, like, when I bought them, I bought these last 2 I bought from International Comics, the guy who has the other one, or the one that are 1 of 2. So yeah, these are incredibly rare. Like, these are really ghost level comics. Like, somebody will say, oh, it's a ghost level comic because there are 25 of them or something like that, and that's just not true. And a lot of the stuff, especially American comics, there's this thought of warehouse finds that they come up, but that's not the case for these comics, from these rare Jaime Cortez cover comics from Brazil. They just don't come up. They just don't exist. So very, very, very rare. Yeah, I just kind of was inspired to kind of show some stuff. Some of the stuff I just haven't shown in a while. The Otero Negros I've shown, and I know people have seen them, but I figured I'd show them again because it's kind of the whole point to this video is to show stuff that people don't see. And yeah, and some of the other stuff I know I haven't shown in a very long time. So I figured people might be interested in seeing kind of the more rare stuff that I have. And it doesn't mean these are always the most expensive, because for some things there's not quite the demand. But rare is still rare, and if it's cool and rare, it's always going to have a market. Especially with me. Like, if I find something that's cool and rare, I jump on it. Like, if I can afford it, I'm buying it, because with this type of comic, you might never see it again, or in some of these cases, you won't. It's just they don't exist, so you won't see it again. But yeah, that's what I had. It was kind of a video I thought people might be interested in, and we'll see. Please provide feedback. Please provide. Tell me. You decide. Yeah. Somebody's still giving me thumbsy downsies on everything, man. I don't know who that dork is, but whoever that guy is. But yeah. That's all I really have for now. I hope everything's going well. I hope your Monday was good. We're making it through. It's not too much longer. You're going to be on a Wednesday. I got a lot of stuff to do at work, man. I got stuff done today, but I got more stuff. But just like you, I'm a grown-up. I've encountered things in my life, and I'm going to overcome. Doggone it. Just like you are. I believe in you. That's all I have for now, buddies. I hope you're doing well. I hope the people in your life are doing well. I will talk to you again soon. Bye, bye, bye.